Mayor Broderick, for weeks now, we have been seeing houses coming down, sometimes one a week, sometimes multiple houses a week being demolished in the city of Anderson. Tell us a little bit about your program.
All righty. Well, of course, we're here with Todd Fisher, and Todd is our Municipal Development Director, and his team have been working hard throughout last year and this year to try to get down a lot of these homes that we all know are blights on the community and eyesores. And so far, we were just counting them up a few moments ago. So far this year, this should be the 21st house that we've taken down. And this particular house behind us, which is located at 13th and Jackson, is a property that we've really had our eye on for some time because, as you know, quite a bit of money was put into the Jackson Street project a couple of years ago. We are right now in the process of planning for the bus terminal to come in at this intersection, and this is just really an eyesore. And so we thought it was very important we get it down, and Todd's worked really hard along with his team to help get that happen. And might bring Todd into this a little bit. Todd, tell us a little bit about what we had to do to get where we are with this particular property today.
Well, we started out with the blight elimination, but there was too many units to do that, so we had to move it over to building commissioner's money and run it through all the right process to get it taken down because it was considered commercial. But we're finally at demolition.
And when Todd talks about the blight elimination program, we really have three different programs running at the same time. And the blight elimination program is a program that allows us to use federal monies that we're able to take down, or state monies rather, that we're able to take down certain properties that meet certain criteria. But a house like the one behind us, because it had been placed into multiple units over the years, and also because of the location, it made it difficult to use those monies. So we have set aside a certain amount of money each year in Todd's budget that we use for projects that we think are really important. And this is one, again, that we really felt was important. And I believe that this particular property has an out-of-state owner. Am I right, Todd?
Yes, they're out of California.
And so when you have that happening, a lot of times the out-of-the-area owners, they don't necessarily fully appreciate how bad the property's become, and they really kind of hate to let go of it. But we were able to work with them and get an understanding of why this was really important to get this down for our community. A lot of people don't understand. They see a blighted home in a community, and it's like, well, why can't we do something about that right now? But you always have to remember that property most likely belongs to somebody, and everybody has property rights, and so we have to go through all the legal hoops to make sure that we get it done. And that was another reason this particular one took a while. But again, it's getting down now. In fact, we're going to be taking one, Tom was just telling me, right behind us today as well.
For the church, they contracted with Rhino to take that down. And then in the next couple of days, we're taking one down at 16th and Jackson.
So what we're trying to do is coordinate with others. Like you said, the church across the street, they were interested in getting the other property eliminated. So by working together, we're able to get the one contractor, take out both properties, which actually helps reduce the price for all concerned. So again, what's the one down the street?
16th and Jackson.
16th and Jackson. Earlier this year, we took down one 2 or 3 doors down from that on 16th Street, near downtown as well. And then we just took one down the other day over on 18th Street. And today I signed off on some CDBG funding that we have available, which is community block grant money, to take down another 7. So we're on target this year to do a lot of cleanup. We just got another extension granted to us to give us additional time through the state funds that we have available. And again, we were hoping that people will really start to see a difference on cleaning up the community.
Now, I was going to ask that very question. What is the community around these homes saying? What's been the reaction?
They're just thrilled to see cleanup in action. People actually moving on some of these. We're trying to do the burnout and the collapse first and then revisit, because we don't want to just tear them down. If they're fixable, we'd like to see those owners fix them up. So we have also afforded some of the owners a chance to fix up the houses.
Yes, as you know, Darla, we have a program that if a home is in pretty poor state of affairs, but if it is repairable, we do have a program where we can infuse some money that puts a mortgage on the home that's forgivable, so long as people do fix it up and live there for a certain period of time. So we try to save the homes that we can, but the ones that are obviously not able to be saved, then there's really nothing we can do about it other than doing what we're doing here. We do have another entity that's part of the city, which is called ACDC, which is an entity that will take over certain of these properties, not this particular one because it has the private ownership, but in a lot of these properties we'll tear them down, we'll turn that property over to the city entity, and then we use that entity in an effort to try to put it back on the market, for example, through a partner like Habitat for Humanity or someone such as that. So we're constantly looking for ways to not only get rid of the blight, but to redevelop it at some later point.
Very good. And so when people drive past here in a couple days, what can they expect to see?
Well, they'll see a blank lot that is seed and strawed. It will be green space at the time until we can find a use for it. I'm not sure what the church's plans is for this, but it might be a park. It's hard to say.
Yeah, I'd spoken to them previously. I know they had some interest in trying to turn it into a park area for some of the young kids and so forth that they do a little bit of daycare with. All of these demolitions include a requirement that the property be returned to a state where it can be used again in the future. You're not allowed to bury any of the debris underground or anything like that. It all has to be cleaned up. Like Todd said, we put straw down, put new grass down, and turn it into true green space.
Right, and I drive by a demo on my way to work every morning that looks absolutely beautiful now. You've got the straw down, everything's cleaned up, all the weeds are out of there. The property looks beautiful for reuse. I love that.
Yeah, it's helping just to make the city a cleaner place, make it more livable, and that's what we're trying to do. Again, you've got a major street here running right through the center of town, and there's really no reason to have this type of property hang around very long. So we're going to keep working on it, and there's a lot of properties that are in need of us giving attention to them, but we do that on a daily basis.
Right. So in the next couple weeks, we can expect to see more houses coming down.
Yes, the mayor said he just signed off on 7 more. There'll be a 10-day notice for IDEM, and after that, we'll be able to move forward.
Very good.
So these contractors are anxious. We hardly was able to hold them back today, wasn't we?
That's right. And we might, and we have several companies in town that do a great job on cleaning up these properties. The company right now we're using is Rhino. It's a bidding process, and so every time we put these properties up, the various companies have interest, have an opportunity to bid, and obviously we're always looking for the best price, and also, of course, folks that do a good job. But so far, we've been very fortunate to have all of our contractors really do a good job and work hard for us.
Very good. Well, it's an exciting time to be in Anderson. Thank you both for all of your very hard work.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
you.